7 race wins in a row in my career mode this season. It has been absolutely sensational. Do you know what else has been sensational? The bike. The mod to give me my personal Yamaha has been absolutely wonderful. And that couldn't have happened without SirChioXXIII. And today we celebrate 5 years of collaboration. So you know what? 7 wins in a row? Celebration with SirChioXXIII for 5 years? It's time for a very special livery. Introducing the Barry Sheene inspired Yamaha. Look at that beauty. It is absolutely stunning. SirChioXXIII has outdone himself with this retro livery. And we're going to debut it today in Assen to celebrate the 5 years of Sergio and DrAce collaboration, the 7 wins in a row, and, more importantly, you guys, the fans. Let's make Assen a memorable one here today. Here it is then, a brand new livery and a brand new challenge for this season to start from the back of the grid. And away we go, celebrating our Barry Sheene livery here in Assen. Whoa, a lot of the riders there bunching up going into turn 1, a lot of mistakes. And that has allowed me to get up at about 50% of this grid already in just one corner. Unbelievable. How bad are the 120% AI in turn 1 here in Assen? Well, nonetheless, we're through and we are now in pursuit of the top 6 riders. Now, skipping qualifying really changed things up here in my career mode, and not for the better. We've got Marc Marquez on pole position, and Bastianini and Fabio Quartararo on the front row, which is fun, it's fair, but it doesn't do any favours for our championship antagonists. Jorge Martin is nowhere, Aleix Espargaro is 6, so I don't know whether skipping qualifying is the best idea. Maybe I start qualifying and then just not qualify. Not entirely sure, but it's great to see someone else new on the pole position, but it's probably going to make things easier for our championship if that is the case. It's still very much learning curve here and trying to figure out what is best to make the difficulty more prominent in our MotoGP 25 career mode. Oh, that was almost reminiscent of Rossi and Lorenzo in 2018. I almost bumped the back of the Ducati ahead of me there, but we are through. Accidentally downshifted to the first gear there, as a matter of fact. You don't see me do that very often. We now charge out to the right hand. I've got to say, this bike feels really fast and really strong here today. Must be something to do with the extra livery made by SirChioXXIII. I hope I've explained in the intro, but I want to say again how grateful I am for the brand new livery, the Barry Sheene inspired livery by SirChioXXIII. It's absolutely wonderful, and the whole idea that we've won 7 races in a row and we can now use the number 7's livery with my 47 is just awesome. Oh my god, I'm all over the place here. Whoa! Still bouncing and bucking and weaving on the curbs. Got to be a little bit more careful than that. But we are now back in a position where we can fight for the podium. So far so good. It has actually balanced itself out now. From the start, they are really slow and sluggish. But here, it does seem that it's a little bit more competitive, but I'm not able just to take massive chunks of time away from them. Of course, I have closed in on the Aprilia and the Yamaha. We'll see how long this battle goes on for. Marquez and Bastianini are still neck and neck. Careful not to run it off the track. Lunge into the left-hand side. Here's 14 then, it's the Ramshook. And onto the power. Can we close in? Now there is a slight problem here, because the AI do go very slow into the gear Timmy chicane. So it's likely I might end up bumping one, but in fact, we've got a great drive there, fastest man on track. Now it's time to get on the brakes and slide on through the Aprilia. Beautifully done, just touched the green there, but thankfully no warning was given. Now it gives us a chance to have a pop at our teammate Fabio Quartararo. We have not really had a battle with him this season, and the funniest thing is that Sergio's been telling me that, you know, do you want me to make the same livery for Fabio? So that way both riders have got the same liveries. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think so, because Fabio doesn't... He had his Savage livery back in Le Mans, and no one else did. So So this is time for me to have my livery. And for me to beat him with my special livery. So here we go then. Now the actual original plan was to put this livery in Silverstone, but to be honest, myself and Sergio, and of course 100k Blade, who helped us pack this particular piece together, let's say, in this mod, we couldn't wait. Well, at least I couldn't wait, so we've introduced it here in Assen, and the whole fact that we've won 7 races in a row when we had the chance is just beautiful. Whoa! Fabio, a little sneaky move up at the inside there. Hopefully that's deterred him. Oh, he's not. He's still fancying a lunge. Oh, and he's gone. He's crashed. Am I going to get a warning for that? Surely not. I didn't do anything wrong there. I was just minding my own business, riding my own line. But we have made contact. Fabio has gone down. So, my point to Sergio is we probably won't see Fabio this season. He has been nowhere. But I guess now that the bike has been upgraded since we've been doing the tests, or even though I've been skipping them, the bike still gets a boost. Maybe now he's a lot more competitive and will fight for the top 10 positions. But honestly, I really don't think Fabio needed the livery. I think this is about us and about the aces, and of course the legend Barry Sheen. So yeah, it makes sense for me to just rock it myself and run the only retro livery here in Assen. Now actually, I won't lie to you, I'm getting a little bit... Focus is getting a little bit more prominent now on the likes of Bastianini and Marquez here. It's lap 4. That little tay-to-tay with Fabio Quartararo did us no favours. Ooh, heck. Oh, big stutter there. Did you see that? Ooh, that was a big stutter. Not the 5070 Ti. That's not what I paid for this. Did I just see rain? Yeah, I am seeing rain here. It is raining here in Assen. How many wet weather sessions, flag to flags and rainy moments are we going to have this season? We should have had a Wayne Rainey livery. That would have made more sense. Simply just because of that pun I wanted to make. Oh, look at Bastianini, he was trying to go around the outside. They're battling it out. That's done them both neither favours, as they got a red hot top DrAce charging to go around the outside of Marquez. Okay, not quite. I did preempt what I was trying to do there, and unfortunately it didn't quite happen, but we have escaped the clutches of Marquez briefly. Almost ran into the back of Anea. For my troubles, is Mark on the inside? He is. What? I've got the inside line. Right then. Right, let's think about this for a moment. Track conditions are deteriorating. The white flags are out now. Surely we don't pit. Surely we... I can't think of this. Hang on. Lap 5. Now I would do another lap after this because we're not in a situation where we need to pit right now. The white flag has only just come out, and you know me, I've been saying this since the beginning. I even did a video on this for flag to flag situations a long time ago. It was a bit of a guide. Never go in straight away. However, would it make it more? No, we're staying out. We're gonna stay out. Is Anea gonna go in? He is going to go in. Is anyone else going to go in? I won't be able to see now until I get across the line. Oh, I'm committing. I am committing. This might be ludicrous. My own Brad Binder moment. Now, I have never, ever been able to do this. It always backfires because for some reason, not this lap, but the next lap, straight after the white flag is sort of wait for 2.5 laps or so, it will absolutely bucket it down and the track will just completely deteriorate. Oh, here we go then. Here we go. Now the bike doesn't feel too bad right now, but we are losing a significant amount of time compared to our laps from earlier. But you have to remember, the AI will be losing around 40 to 50 seconds in the pit. Surely we're not going to lose that much time by creeping and crawling our way around this track. Oh, that's a bit sketchy into double. I'm not very good in that corner at the best of times. But with slick tyres on wet track, this might be bad. Oh. Surely I can't pit now. It would be an absolute waste of time. I could pit. But I think... I'm suspecting here, looking at the map, that Digia and Iagora also didn't pit. So are they thinking to stay to the end here? If they are, then I'm not worried about them. Oh, it's really tough into the gear to chicane. We've lost 7 seconds this lap. Oh, I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm putting the livery on the line here. If we crash it, Sergio will be livid. Here we go then. Oh, I can't turn. We've got to be careful here, got to be really slow and patient. Oh, turn. Oh, come on. Oh, it's wobbling. It's like what Eddie O'Shea was talking about with the Moto3 bikes. At least that was with the in the wet, with the wet tyres. This one is a complete slick. Oh, I'm creeping my way around Ruskin Hook. And again, the gap's down to 7.6. Where are the riders who pitted? You've got Enea Bastianini there. He's the fastest one from out of all of them. He was in 8th. I think we've done it. I've just been able to tackle De Bolt there. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. This is getting really tough, but the benefit of this circuit is it's straight roughly from here. Little turn on the right hander here. Oh, the bike's... Whoa! Oh, it's slipping. It is really beginning to slip and slide now, but we're 3 corners away. Go on. Turn. Please. I'm off the track. Yeah, fine. Give me the warning. But we can creep our way to victory. Our very own Brad Binder moment. Slick tyres, wet track, victory. Absolutely marvellous. Well, this video has been the first unique livery on the channel, I guess you could say, through a mod. The first victory in the wet conditions on the slick tyres and starting from the back of the grid and winning for the first time in our career mode is absolutely wonderful. What a journey, what a day, what a sprint. So back to business then. Amazing sprint performance, so let's live the momentum again and let's do it again from the last place of the grid. We've done it in the sprint, so surely with a few extra laps we should be able to dive past them all. Why are they so pathetic? I have no idea. Oh, little nudge to Fabio there. Apologies, Fabio. Gave him the position back. Well, he's running way too wide there for my G, so I'll just take over the front. Ooh. Sorry, Brad. Sorry, mate. Oh, Fabio's there. I'm still living the momentum of finishing, well, winning a race in the slick tyres there. I think I failed to mention actually a moment ago through my own excitement is that even the 2 podium finishes were also on slick tyres in those wet conditions. So what an effort. And it's a damn shame that Marquez pitted because he's the king of the mixed conditions. And I think I've just seen Marquez looking behind him at the back there. He must have heard what I was saying. So pretty much it would have been amazing to see him in those mixed conditions. I'm trying to get through him. Fabio here. Oh, yeah, go on. Change it around. Oh, not quite. I do love that overtake. So the run it in a bit deep into De Bolt and then go into Mandovan with that extra bit of momentum to change, get the change direction and get through. But unfortunately, couldn't seem to do it this time. And here into the Muamia, we are now closing in rapidly on Fabio Quartararo, and I think we'll make short work of my factory Yamaha teammate. Thank you very much. Look how rapidly we close in on Brad Binder. So all good then. Marquez leads the way. Bastianini, Martin up into top 3. Now, maybe Martin had a moment in the sprint. I might have missed it actually, but I didn't think he was anywhere near the top 10. So I didn't see him. Perhaps he did qualify all right and then just got took out or something. There was a collision in turn 1 in the first lap, so possibly that was about it. I just didn't really pay attention. Sorry, Leish. And that's clean enough, though. Considering the game's AI doesn't really respond to your overtakes, I think that's a clean enough overtake. I think some people who don't play this game get the impression that the players are aggressive with the AI, but sometimes you have to remember that the AI don't lift up when you make an overtake. They always turn back in on you. So sometimes it happens, and then sometimes they just turn in. And sometimes, even if you're beating them on the brakes, they then try and go too late on the brakes and they run themselves off the track. So I can assure you that I'm not trying to be aggressive with this AI. I'm trying to keep the racing fun and close. Oh, I really messed that up. Really made a big mistake there into turn 10. Not to worry, we've got plenty of laps to chase down the boys at the front here. Ooh, yes, I'm seeing it already. Leaning left hand side here, nice and late on the brakes. No, didn't quite work, but we'll have the opposite side now to launch up on the inside. Clear. See, exactly what I was talking about right there. Did you see how I got through? I had the position and the Leish still turned into me. That's basically what I'm referring to when you talk about making that overtake with the AI still don't really want you to let you through. So here we are. They're going to run it wide into my Jeep, not a problem. I'll sneak on through here on OA Martin. Again, I've got the inside line, mate. Let me through. Just pick up. That's what the whole part of racing's about, mate. Good lord. So, back to business. We're now in the top 3. And we're chasing down our 2 main riders in this one. Of course, the pair of them have... what the hell? Where the hell did that rain come from? Did I miss the little sprinkles of rain, or did that just bucket it down instantly? That seemed to me just like it absolutely bucketed it down, but out of nowhere. Wow, okay. Fair enough then. I guess we've got another wet race on our hands. I did not see this coming. Flag to flag out already. It must be absolutely lashing it down. Thinking. You know what? I'm going to do something here that's different. I am going to do something here that's different and also wrong. I'm going to pit. I can tell you, if you've been watching my videos, clutch in, brake, a little bit too slow with that. If you've seen my videos so far this season on flag to flag conditions, you'll know 2 things. You're going to get a different camera angle, so you can still see the action. And 2, always pit the lap after the white flag. And you might be wondering, Ace, you're in the pits now? For the exact reason for this, I'm doing the opposite. Every single race, I always pit afterwards, and it works out wonderful. Go on then, go on! What are you waiting for? Why were we in the pits for like 20 minutes? Great. Nice. That's why you don't pit the second the white flag comes out. That's terrible. That was really bad. But yeah, basically every single time we've been in the pits, in the flag to flag situation, ooh, I need a moment to just adjust here. Let's get back to the feeling. I haven't done the wet bike and the wet tyres since so-called. I haven't touched a single bit of practice here in the wet. Now you might be wondering if we finished the sprint in the wet, but I did. With a dry bike with slick tyres. You just seen it. But yeah, pitting afterwards, after a lap after the white flag, is the absolute perfect time. The track is at that point completely sodden, so it's time to go in. And in that time of its transitioning between a little bit dry and then wet, you've been able to find a lot of time, or not lose as much time as you would if you jumped in the pit straight away. And also, the AI does it every time, and AI fails. However, I was expecting Marquez to jump into the pits, which he has just done now. I can see it in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Will we catch up to him, or has Marquez done the absolute genius master plan to win this race? So, in a word, to skip all the conversation here, I'm just trying to make this flag-to-flag situation a little bit more challenging. We've started in the back of the grid, and now we pitted way too early. Let's see what can happen. So we're in 10th. Agora, Marquez, Vinales are all in the pits. Are they coming out of the pits now? I can't see them. I don't see them still. So, I can't believe that, but it actually worked. Pitting that early worked. Well, I don't know. There's a part of me that says that the rain really went heavy there. Promptly. I didn't realise I was in 4th place after all that. I thought it was actually worse, but we are 5.5 seconds behind Enea Bastianini. All because I don't know what happened there, but we sat in the pit waiting for everyone to pass us. And weird, really strange that. It did us no favours, I can tell you that for free. We are now 5.5 seconds behind Enea Bastianini here. Is our win streak coming to an end with the new livery? I'm feeling the pressure a bit here. All that conversation, pitting early to make it more challenging. And now I'm beginning to feel a little bit concerned. Well, at the end of the day, what matters the most is if you guys enjoy this video. So if you are enjoying it, don't forget to like and also subscribe. Plenty more content coming out for you soon as well. That was a bit sketchy. 5.2. Now, we have a lot of time here. As long as I can take half a second-ish away from him, I should be okay. But my concern is the track conditions are getting used to it quickly enough. And also, getting past on these two fine gentlemen. Ooh, I can go around the outside here, though. Thank you, Brad. Oh, he didn't want it. I just said that earlier. He did not let me get through there, so he ended up running us both off the track. And because he also went off the track there, I was able to then continue riding in 3rd place. You know, if he stayed on the track, it would have been a what do you call it, a irregular overtake. But thankfully, because he ran himself off, we were okay. So then, we've got to focus here. We've got to really try and catch up to Martin and get him through quickly. And then it's the big question, can we catch up to the Trackhouse Aprilia man? Oh, Martin, he was a bit squirrely there into Steckenval. He was really loose. He has the inside line for De Bolt. Brave it. Oh, look at the rear. Did you see it? Wobbling and sliding ever so slightly. We have plenty of time. We have lots and lots of time here. We don't need to rush. I can't hook the bike up on the right hand side. Out to the Duke Salute. Steady. Good, good. We're now clear of the competition. 3.7 it is. 0.5 of a second it is to Martin behind us. I'm not worried about Martin then. It's down to us to catch up to Enea Bastianini then. There is a definite sense of concern for me right now. 3.2 is the gap. Ran it deep. Oh, that's a warning. Then again, I was really slow there, so it should have balanced itself out. It's hard to judge what my lap times are now because, of course, 1.2 slower than when we were in the dry. It's hard to now judge what lap times we need to be doing. Now, of course, we did get pushed off the track in turn 1 in the previous lap as well, so we should be trending more towards the 139s. Nicely done. It's a very concerning corner, that Weinschlang, especially in the wet. It's very easy to just go too tight to the apex or even skip the corner completely. It can be done if you're not careful. If you have a lapse of concentration, it's possible. I've done it myself in the past. I did it in Superbike. I've done it in MotoGP. Done it in Moto3. Probably Moto2 as well. It's easy to do. Oh, okay. Where did that little wheelie come from? Out of nowhere there, like an RKO. Little tiny wheelie just popped up. I don't fancy that. We don't want that. Take that back. If my engine power has got to go up to 2, then take it back, because I don't want a wheelie. I don't want that. A bit wide there for the ram shot, but yeah, we're alright. As long as you get near the curb there, you're not going to run it too wide for a warning. Because you can sort of use the curve to bounce you back onto the track. Let's see what the lap times are. Across the line, it's another 40. Okay, maybe I was wrong then with the 39s. It's not really great, that. I did make a couple of mistakes. But the gap is down to 2.2. It's less than 2 seconds now, but that is a little bit misleading because of the way the AI is struggling in that corner. They also are not very good going into the gear timber chicane, as you know. And of course, turn 1. So that's the moments where we can take massive chunks of time away from an air. It's what we'll have to focus on. Oh, I can't believe I've just done that. I was just talking about it the previous lap. I got a little bit too concentrated there. Did I lose enough time? Well, I was given the warning anyway, I guess, so it's back to normal. But we are in pursuit here, and I think it's inevitable at this point. We are catching quite quickly. The AI just is simply not good enough in Assen. The best challenge we had last season was when Pecco was on the Ducati. We caught him up at the very end and actually beat him on track, but we suffered a long lap penalty, so I finished second. But in spirit, we did complete our challenge of starting from the back of the grid. This one's been a little bit more unique. Started from the back of the grid, pitted early, way too early, and we're in a situation here where we're catching up to Enea Bastianini across the line. Yeah, we very much hovered around 140.5 now then. I thought I was actually getting quicker. It feels like it, but the lap times are not depicting that at this stage of the Grand Prix. With 5 laps remaining then, I think this is it for Enea. It is writing on the wall that we will pass him. So what a way to celebrate this livery today. I have thoroughly enjoyed this season. Massive thanks to Sergio for making all these liveries and mods for me. And then 100k Blade for packing them up as well. 2 bloody good legends. And of course all the aces as well. And big thanks to the channel members who support the content as well. I really appreciate that, all the support, and very grateful. And this is where we're going to now celebrate it in style. I think I'm going to have to get a Monster Energy after this one. Treat myself to an Aussie Lemonade or the Rossi one. Celebrate in style. Yeah, Enea is not getting away. I'm probably going to call it then. I'm going to say the gear timber chicane, GT chicane, final corner, a lunge from the man on board the Yamaha to never look back. Here we go then. Line it up nicely. It all comes from here. Overtaking into that final corner has got to come from the Hoka Hider. And now, here it is. There's the lunge. Called it on cue. DrAce through. Brilliant. Oh, and we did improve on the lap times as well. 4 laps to go. The number 47 combines with the 7. The 4 laps to go means that we will be taking our 8th victory. Christ almighty, that's a lot of wins. That's more than I had last season. I think I only had 6 last season, so I won more in a row this season I did in the entirety of the 22 Grand Prix outfit last season. Unbelievable. What a race. I really enjoyed that. I'm wondering from now on then if we'd get another flag-to-flag situation. Do we pit early again? I think it was a little bit more interesting this way. But I also like knowing if I'm going to come out of the pits at the right time or... Not sure. I guess I'll leave that in your capable hands, guys. I've certainly tried to make this a bit more challenging and more competitive. If you have any more ideas, let me know. Of course, ultimately, you guys are watching it, so it's more important for you guys to tell me what you're looking for when you're watching a career mode. Because, yeah, I could sit here, do pole position, win every race and barely say a word. Or we could have it this way and we just keep trying to make it more and more fun. Of course, MotoGP 25 is not too far away now, just over a month. I'm guessing it'll be a case of challenging Moto 3 for a while until we get the hang of it, challenging Moto 2 until we get the hang of it, and then challenging MotoGP until we get the hang of it as well. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that challenging stage. So we lean in to the right-hander, and then we'll flick out of the left-hander. Secure a 1.5 second lead. Oh, I actually dropped off a little bit there. I lost 3/10 compared to the previous lap. But it's it's still a pace that Bastianini can't compete with. Just thinking about the track limit warnings there, I've got to be careful. If we get 2 more, of course it will be a long lap penalty, which is the equivalent of 3 whole seconds. Well, I reckon I can get through that long lap penalty within 2 seconds if push comes to shove. So we'll be paying attention to that as we go on. Nice exit there out of the Struben corner. It's a sad state of affairs that I wasn't able to make a really good overtake into that corner. It's one of my favourite corners in the track, or in MotoGP in general. I love that corner. But honestly, I kind of got Aleix Espargaro, didn't I? So it kind of counted. I mean, it wasn't the cleanest, but again, the AI sort of don't let you make it clean. So I'm going to say that was good enough. I didn't quite get my turn 10 that I wanted, running it wide into De Bolt and turning here for Mandevin. But all in all, I've had some really nice overtakes going into the Hutcher-Hyder, Ramshook, multiple overtakes in the GT chicane. It's just the best. I love that corner. It's great to watch in real life, but it's great to play in the game too. It's so cool. So into 14 then. When we get to the straight, I'm going to readjust in my chair here. I like to sit cross-legged. Don't know why, it's just something I tend to do when I'm sitting here playing my games. But I feel like I need to now readjust. So let me straighten up. Get the bike straight. Here we go. And we're comfortable. Got to make sure you're comfortable. It's one of the big things about playing games, doing anything. Make sure you're comfortable. Cannot stress that enough. I had a PlayStation chair. This is a bit off topic, so apologies if it's not relevant to the game, but I had a PlayStation Anorak chair. That's the name of it. And it was nice. It looked really cool. It had LED lights as well, which you could play, and if you look back at my very old streams, you might have seen it. But it was not comfortable. It really wasn't comfortable. It just never felt like I would get off the chair and I would feel like I haven't pulled myself or something is aching. So I bought my Noble chairs. It was my Doom chair. Of course, I'm a huge fan of Doom, as you may or may not know. And ever since then, I have been able to sit in my chair, play games, race, edit content, record content, everything, without that feeling of, oh my god, my back is hurting or my leg is sore. I just keep getting comfortable, rearrange and whatnot. So yeah, I cannot stress enough. Be comfortable when you're playing games, guys and girls. It completely adds to the experience, and that's it goes to saying if you're working as well at a computer, just be comfortable. Cannot stress that enough. And speaking of being comfortable, it also transitions to the game. You know, find a controller that you like, feel comfortable while you play, and put that time in just to enjoy the experience. And I would say I did that with the PS5 controller. I was really... oh, I've run it wide. Oh, I was on a good lap then as well, and I just cut the corner. Too much conversation, I think. Apologies. Cross the line. It's our first 41. Terrible lap. Too much conversation about comfortability, and it's gone wrong. But yeah, I transitioned from the PS4 controller to the PS5 controller, and I never looked back. But I was really struggling at first, getting used to the DualSense, and I really didn't think I'd ever make that swap. But here we are today, playing with it now. Of course, PC is getting more and more support for the DualSense controller as we go, and as you can see, I get the actual correct prompts now when I play the game. My X is my right height device, and that's the A button for the Xbox controller, and everything else as well. The D-pad is correctly depicted too, so yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm in a full conversation with myself here at this point. I get in that moment, in the wet conditions, I feel I can just ride comfortably. And that's exactly what I'm experiencing right now, being able to chat as if we were sat together as good mates. De Bolt then for the final time. Mandevin for the final time. This is your right-hander here for turn 10. We stay on the right-hand side, run it a bit wide, go near the curbs, and then turn it back in for the Ducas loop. And then from there, it is the new Mumia, I can never say the corner name, and then we'll finish off with a bang. What a race. What a day. I'm so pleased I got up early. Well, I got up today to record this. It's fun. I did see a comment regarding waking me up at the random times of the night just to play MotoGP, and you know what? Maybe that's something for the future, but for now, let's celebrate the 25 points and our 8 races in a row on the top step of the podium. 5 years with SirChioXXIII, the collaboration celebrates with a bang, with a victory here in Assen. So there you are then, guys. Thanks for watching so much. I really appreciate that. I hope you liked the livery, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the plan of going into the pits too early to make this racing in the wet that little bit more interesting. But there is the race results. Let's take a look at the championship standings. We are now 122 points clear from Jorge Martin and 133 from Brad Binder. So I think it's easy to say we'll win this championship before MotoGP 25 comes out. But guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you next time. And check me out on Knee Down as well. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.